so hot. I'm not sure that's a good idea. So we thought we would take the crowd's input. The other possible activities are we could bring out the cupcakes and have cake. We could have dancing and cake. We could have anything.
Cake.
All right, just the kids over there. So we can do toast, and then we'll do cake, and then it's just like hang out, socialize, talk to old friends, make a new friend, enjoy yourself, continue to do what you've been doing beautifully. Be nice.
And don't run with scissors.
What a perfect segue into the toasting part. All right. All right. Judy Thompson, everyone, give it up.
I wasn't sure if I was going to do this, and you will soon find out very shortly why I have never appeared on America's Got Talent. I have a backup in case in the middle of this I decide I cannot go on. Robin is going to fill in for me. Okay. Leslie and Charlie first met years ago when they sat next to each other for a year in a high school English class. And I never thought to ask before, but were you seated alphabetically, or did that just happen?
We were alphabetically, but I don't know. I was R and he was T.
Yeah, but there was no one. So it could have happened. Okay. They met next some 30 years later. John Denver saw this coming when he sang the words, "Fate's been waiting for the right time to put us in each other's arms." And I think by the sound we're all so glad that fate finally caught up with the two of you. Now you're married. Marriage is an act of faith, a recognition of the worth and beauty of love. Hugh Cronin says, to get a last ounce of beauty out of anything, you have to share it with someone. How wonderful that each of you now has someone with whom to share your life. Life is really astonishingly short, so I encourage you to laugh loudly, forgive quickly, and kiss slowly.
So, I would like to make a toast to true love. Because my dad has tried to find the right person, and I think he finally has. So.
All right. Good job, you guys. Nice job.
He's my oldest friend. I was trying to think of what stories I could tell to lead into things. Because I remember being in the back seat of my mom's station wagon, not wanting to go in when I was 6 years old, thinking, I don't want to meet somebody new. And I remember Charlie giving me a big scar as we were hiking. I thought he was gallantly pulling the branches out of the way when he released them right when I walked. And I vividly remember us, I still don't remember why, but we redressed, that could have gone in any story from that. We dressed in scuba gear to class. Remember this?
Yeah.
And,
It was raining. That's
it was
why.
raining.
And the kids were flooded.
That's right, it was raining. And we made the paper. That was fun. And Leslie and I had several classes together, and while Charlie's my oldest friend, Leslie's one of the fondest memories I have in high school. And I had and I kept thinking, well, but none of those stories are the ones that are really resonating with me. The story that keeps coming back was a few years back when I started dating Dennis. Charlie was not quite ready for relationships yet, and we were together in San Francisco, and I instantly had this thought, it is really too bad that we can't find somebody like Leslie Rice. And it was like a month later, he says, I found Leslie Rice. I don't know if I've ever been in a situation where the couple felt like it was a predestined couple. It was like this image in my head that was supposed to happen, and it's so thrilling that you are together. And then beyond that, even then, when my dentist died in October, we were talking about coming together and starting to look at marriage at similar times. And even when I was going through my dark time, they were both there in Yosemite over this picture there.
Yes.
And it was just such a blessing, not just to feel the growing connection and love that you had, but that you were still there in support of me. And I just feel that this is the core of who you are, that you've got this tenderness that you're bringing to the world that I think will just resonate through Carlos and through this community and through all the people you know. So I toast to you.
Hi everybody, I'm Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, I'm Wendy. I'm one of Leslie's friends, good friends.
Best friend.
Best friend, good. You know, with all these common house people, I feel replaced often. And something that some of you may or may not know is for the past decade, she's been teaching women how to be great partners. She's been working with men too, but she's been teaching women how to be great partners and how to find the love of your life and what you need to look at as you're dating. And as Leslie said, you can have a great time in Paris for 2 days with anybody. But would you want to be stuck, like locked in a public laundromat for 3 days with this person? And it's so, yes. And I'm so happy that you met the man that it could be weeks and you would entertain each other. Thank you for showing your friends and your family and the world what partnership looks like and what it is to be loved and seen by each other for who you are. Thank
That this beautiful thing came out of my body. And very proud.
I was a lot smaller.
No. She was almost 10 pounds. Can we talk? More stories. So Leslie's family is gathered at the table over there. Her dad, her stepmother, her stepfather, her sister. She weighed a little less, thank you. Her brother-in-law, her niece and nephews, and our dear friends, Sally and Mike.
Nice work, you guys.
Now, we know this is a solemn occasion and one that gives us a lot of pride. Mostly they've been fighting over who gets the prize for coming the furthest. Okay? And we haven't figured it out yet, but it's there. We have, the other thing they were talking about was there's a great story about Wendy and her pig. So if you could get her aside and get her to tell you the pig story, it's worth every moment of it.
Yes.
But really, I can't tell the story, but she can. And Sally, who hears the story, tells people in the grocery store, standing in line, can I tell you this pig story? It's great. So we mostly, our family wants very much to welcome our new family. Yay. Emma and Finn and Judy, who's lovely people, and Charlie. This lovely thing is it's in my family. And Finn was out there just really setting up today and giving orders to all the adults. He's a wonderful person. I know, right? I did everything he said. I did. And in addition to these two families coming together, I think what really matters to my daughter and her new family is all of you. You're her extended family. I'm going to cry. It means a lot to her. So I'd like to propose a toast to family. Here,
Went down. The house felt really empty for a while, like we were missing something. And it like one day I just came home and there's this woman who's like a foot taller than me in her kitchen. And she's just making my lunch and I'm like, she lives here now? It all happened so fast. And I was pretty like, she's just making my lunch. She does my laundry. She folds things for me. And I was just sort of okay with that. But I didn't really realize that she was going to be a part of our family until we went on a hike in the snow. I think it was the winter before this. And Finn had a stomach ache and had to go back. But Leslie hiked all the way to the top of the mountain with me. And I knew she was going to be there for the rest of my life. So you've introduced me to so many things. Designer Shoe Warehouse. Among others. And I have never seen my dad as happy as I have today. And I love you both.
Wow. I just feel like, I've always said to Charlie, the missing piece showed up. He did. It's just something about him and his beautiful children. I'm amazed. And I watched Leslie, from a child and until now. And she found Charlie, high school. It's like magic. It's like they found each other, and it's so perfect, I've been around for a long time, so I've seen Leslie go all the relationships, you help each other. And when I first saw Charlie, I thought, oh, okay, here's another one. Let's watch this one. But I just, I kept seeing what Leslie was, what is integrity and a lust for life. And it's like, it was perfect. So I'm so happy for both of you and all of you. I'm so happy to have you in my family. It just feels right. It's like, it feels like magic. And we see this day, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
So I have to tell you guys a Mama Cynthia story. She and my dad moved in together, 6 weeks after your first date? Nope. So yeah, Emma's right. Everything happened really fast. And you guys know this too. And we're at dinner one night and Dad's being my dad, and I think you should think about this and, yes, he's a great guy, but yes, it's going very fast. And Cynthia smacks him in the arm and says, who are you to talk? So, 6 weeks, married over 30 years. Yeah. We're hopeful. All right, you ready for cake? Going once. Ray's gonna speak. All right, Ray's representing Muir Commons.
I was going to say I am an inmate of Muir Commons, and I was just telling Charlie a few minutes ago, it's rare to find somebody who is both an adult and a grown-up, and therefore having him as a neighbor has been a wonderful experience. Also, I am his parole officer, and you will all be passing through a sobriety checkpoint at the end.
I have a way to end this transition.
Okay.
So the Chinese, the ancient Taoists, believe that words created the space in which everything happens, and we all want them to be full of peace, love, and happiness, right? So let's create happy, happy, happy 3 times, okay? We'll point it right at them. Ready? Here we go.
Happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, happy.
Okay, we'll bring up the cupcakes. There are what? How many dozens?
Right, so, funny thing about the cupcakes, there's 12 dozen cupcakes. Each dozen cupcakes is in its own little shell with the label and the ingredients, or at least a rough idea of what all the ingredients are. I think there's about 100 of us. There's 144 cupcakes. There's no reason to get excited. Or at least have concern about it. So we need to clear this off somehow magically, and then we'll bring out the cupcakes and... Oh, and the nice cupcake lady from Let Them Eat Cake downtown in Davis said, grown-ups, if you help the kids by pushing up from the bottom of the plastic container, they can grab it without getting as much icing on their fingers. But I thought, that's kind of nice. I don't know any kids who are going to complain. So if you push from the bottom of my I'll start getting the cupcakes.
And there's one box of gluten-free. So if you like me or a retard, follow me to the gluten-free box.
One box of gluten-free.